Good afternoon, and I'm going to report the direction. Direction. Direction in mathematics is a critical concept that plays a vital role in various branches such as vector calculus, physics, and engineering. It is a way to describe the orientation of a point, line, or vector in space relative to a reference point or direction. Vectors and direction. A vector is a quantity that has both magnitude and direction. The direction of a vector is the line along which it acts and is usually represented by an arrow. The, the direction can be described using angles, coordinates, or by the components of the vector. Representation of vectors. Vectors can be represented in several ways. Graphically, as an arrow with a specific length and direction. Component form, as an ordered pair or triplet of numbers that correspond to the vector's projection on the axis. Unit vector, a vector with a magnitude of 1 used to specify directions. Calculating direction. Calculating the direction of a vector is a fundamental concept in physics and mathematics, especially when dealing with vector quantities such as force, velocity, or displacement. The direction of a vector is typically given by the angle it makes with a reference direction, such as the positive x-axis. Here's how you can calculate the direction of a vector given its components. Steps to calculate the direction of a vector. Number 1. Identify the components. A vector in two dimensions has two components, x and y. Use the arctangent function. Number 2. Use the arctangent function. The direction of theta of the vector can be found using the arctangent function, which is the inverse of the tangent function. The formula is theta equals arctan of x over y over x. Number 3. Adjust the correct quadrant. The basic arctan function will only give you the angle in the first or fourth quadrant, angles between negative 90 degree and 90 degree. If your vector lies in the second or third quadrant, you need to adjust the angle accordingly. For vectors in second quadrant, where x less than 0 and y greater than 0, the angle is theta equals 180 degrees minus arctan of y over x. For vectors in third quadrant where x less than 0 and y less than 0, the angle is theta equals 180 degree plus arctan of y over x. For vectors in fourth quadrant where x greater than 0 and y less than 0, the angle is theta equals 360 degrees minus arctan of y over x. That's all, and thank you.